Hello, and welcome to Solocom 2021. We're coming straight to you at home this year. Looks like we've got some people already viewing us on YouTube. Welcome to the show. We've got a great weekend of shows for you, starting tonight all the way through Sunday night at 10:30. So just buckle in, because I've seen some of these shows in tech, and they're fucking good, folks. Some of our performers are going to be coming at you pre-recorded. Some will be coming at you live, taking that step. I'm Will and Brian Smith, by the way. I forgot to mention that. At Like Defoe on Instagram. Deleted my Twitter because I haven't used it in 5 years, and no one needs to read jokes that I wrote in high school. But I see now. The numbers are climbing for viewers at home. Let us know in the chat where you're watching us from. As we jump into our first act of this year's festival. Please put your hands together at home at the end. Wait till the end, but then do clap at home. For Ryan McLendon, and thanks, Gay Divorce.
Wow, marriage. What an idea. Marriage is such a big party that even gay people are doing it now. However, I'm here to tell you about the latest progressive craze. Gay divorce. But why is gay divorce so special? Is it because it's whimsical, like a cat that farts ice cream? Is it because it's magnetic, like Aphrodite doing a striptease at Wendy's? Or is it just stupid, because marriage implies permanence, like you'll be the same person at 60 that you were at 30? Don't be a dumb bitch.
Has this ever happened to you?
Oh my god, this guy wants a whole pic. Ooh. So I've been chatting with this guy. Things seem to be very well, but he wants a whole pic. What should I do?
Introducing WholePic, a revolutionary new device in WholePic technology. For those hard-to-reach places, grip it and rip it. Extendable!
Oh, there you go. Now I have a whole stick pic.
WholePic is perfect for getting into all those positions you've dreamed about.
Here, take this.
The lotus, the tarantula, the hairless Parisian, Scissor Me Elmo, the Aww.
Before WholePic, I used to have to set up, tear down a whole photography studio just to take a picture of my hole and Guy's hole. Now, with WholePic, we can WholePic on the go. I'm taking a picture of my hole right now.
Before WholePic, men were only interested in looking at my tits. But now they have a whole other world to explore.
Before WholePic, I was just another redhead with a blurry asshole. Now with WholePic, I'm coming in crystal clear, baby.
Ever since coronavirus, me and my WholePic's been getting ready for the apocalypse.
Hi, I'm Eugene, the inventor of WholePics. I wanted to create a fun, easy-to-use product that was made in China. They could take good pictures of people's buttholes.
And if you call now, you'll get WholePic. And at no additional charge, WholePic Girls and WholePic Junior.
I'm so glad you decided to take a whole pic. WholePic changed our lives.
Thanks,
WholePic.
Thanks, WholePic.
Thanks, WholePic.
Thanks, WholePic.
Dial 1-800-WholePic. Endorsed by Ricky Lake. WholePic will change your life.
WholePic might not actually change your life.
Like, what the fuck, am I right? Remember the quote from Jurassic Park? When Jeff Goldblum was all like, those scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they didn't stop to think if they should. Sure, I want to get those sweet marriage tax breaks and be able to visit my husband in the hospital after Pride weekend. But the problem is that once all us queers were allowed to get married, we all went out and did it with the first queen we saw on the grid. My best friend married the candy apple man at the carnival after one date at the Cheesecake Factory. Many of us queers started shotgunning marriage like Freddie Mercury slammed cock in the 70s. The queer community, God love us, has historically had some compulsive issues.
Hi, my name is Jules, and we're here to talk about trans men and dating apps. Grindr, Scruff, Tinder, OkCupid. As a transgender person, there's a lot of pitfalls when it comes to online dating, whether it's on an app or a website. A lot of times people like to start their conversations in really uncomfortable ways. Hey, you're really cute, but do you still have a vagina? Nope. Have you had the surgery? Cut it out. Sex with a trans person is on my bucket list. Stop it. But wait a minute, I'm a gay man. If I have sex with a trans man, does that make me not gay?
It's possible that I am a little bitter about the whole marriage thing. My marriage was a giant whirlpool of fun, sexy mistakes. Did I fuck some stuff up? You betcha. Did I bring home a third on a wedding night? Did I take him to White Castle for Valentine's Day? Did I do too many mushrooms at the wedding reception and spend all evening dancing with an evergreen tree? I absolutely did all those things.
You know what I'm fucking sick of? Gays with beards who are like, they open their mouth and they're the biggest fucking on earth. And I'm like, oh, who's this hot guy? You know, and then he's like, oh hey girl, just shut the fuck up, lose the fucking beard and have nothing like God intended you to be.
With this big, bushy, like, world's most dangerous jobs beard.
You know,
it just looked like they got off of 36 days on a tuna trawler and they're like,
it's just, you know what, go back to being clean shaven, because just because it's in doesn't mean it's for you. Sorry.
You know how the rug has to match the drapes?
Well, no, but like, I did this before it was cool.
You did everything before any of it was cool.
Obviously, because I'm old.
Before there was cool.
So what have I learned? I guess it's not gay marriage's fault that I'm a big glob of stupid. Maybe in the future it'll be better to my friends and lovers. Maybe I'll look inward and fix what's broken. Or maybe I'll just eat Domino's pizza in the desert. Thanks, gay marriage.
That is Ryan McLendon with Thanks, Gay Divorce. Great. It could happen to anybody. So we're going to take a quick break right now as we figure out some small timing issues. We'll be right back at 6:35 with Miguel Fernandez's The Improv Rascal Super Fun Spectacular. All right. I will see you in a few. Welcome back to Solocom 2021. I'm your host, Willem Brian Smith. It's at Like Defoe on Instagram if you want to see me not post there. We're so glad to have you with us tonight. We've got viewers from all over the country, which is great. We are running a bit ahead of schedule, which is nice for this block because it's all going to be all pre-recorded shows for our first little block here of Solocom 2021. Up next, we have from Miguel Fernandez, the Improv Rascals, Super Fun Spectacular. So please put your hands together at home when that's over.
Rascals went to Washington Square Park, famously known as New York's new drug den. But we found that it looked a lot different. It was a pretty cloudy day in NYC. It was Gemini season. We spoke to an artist. He was pretty cool. He actually was painting with his teeth. And my best friend Arlo was really impressed by that. So he was just showing us his artwork and we were super duper impressed. And that wasn't the best part of the day, but it was a great part because we got to learn about art. We got to learn that he can paint with his right arm, his left arm. He can also paint with his feet. And he says it doesn't really matter. He doesn't think he's a better artist from his left, his right foot, or hand, or even from his mouth for that matter. Pretty cool. Graduation season. It's also Gemini season. Arlo photobombed somebody, and it was fun, I guess. We laughed. It was cool. But the best part of the day was that we ended up meeting some guy named Andrew, and we made a new friend in Washington Square Park. All in a New York minute.
Hi, yo. It's me, Miguel, Improv Rascals, and my buddy Arlo, and our new buddy, what's your name?
Andrew.
Hi, Andrew. Welcome to Washington Square Park.
Oh, thank you, man. How you doing?
Chilling. Cloudy day.
It's really a cloudy day. I like it, but a lot of people out here and they're enjoying themselves, so it's great. The culture, the artwork, I love it.
Yeah, there's a lot of artists here today. There's like 2-3 stands. Someone selling Polaroids. I think we want to chat with him later. What brings you to the park? You an artist?
Yeah, no, I'm more of an actor, but I enjoy the art scene. I enjoy the creativity of a lot of people here, so that's what brings me here.
If you were to be any character in a Netflix movie, which character would you play?
Ooh, any character in a Netflix movie? I don't know. I guess I'll be like a detective, one of those like detectives in those violent Chinese, Netflix movies that you see. So that's pretty cool.
So a nice violent action film starring Andrew Solocom.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I would like to be the villain. I would like to be the bad guy villain. I think they'll come more natural to me, basically.
Say hello to the bad guy.
Yes, say hello to the bad guy. Indeed.
Scarface.
My favorite movie. That's like my greatest movie of all time,
What's your favorite line?
There isn't any favorite line, man. It just comes out naturally. You just come out here and you just see all these people around you.
I always like the line when he goes something about the sanitarium or something.
You know, sanitarium, you know, you see people selling some ice cream around here. You know, I like ice cream, you know, I look at you and I feel like maybe I want to buy you some ice cream, you know? You want some ice cream?
I would love some ice cream.
I bet you do, man. Yeah. You know, see that? You know, someone out here actually like fucking ice cream, man. Can you believe this shit?
Say hello to the bad guy.
Say hello to the bad guy.
Say hello to the bad guy.
Yo, you're cool, man. You know that?
You're cool too, Andrew. I hope you make it in Hollywood.
I hope so too. So that way I could bring you on tour and like we could do interview shows together, like on Jimmy Kimmel or something like that.
Arlo wants to know if you can introduce him to Miss Piggy when you become famous.
I mean, by the time I'm famous and you see Miss Piggy, I mean she's probably gonna be old right now, right?
Oh, Muppets don't age. Okay, let's go talk to the Fuller guy. You gonna join us, Andrew?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Arlo and I had a great time in NYC's Cultural Den, Washington Square Park. And we have this dope ass picture to prove it. And we're gonna put it somewhere real cool. And now to close out this set for Solocom is an original piece by the Improv Rascals called The Wave.
So this is when they pretend to do what they should be doing during the game, and yeah. Who's up to bat? Oh, that's Aaron Judge. He's probably gonna hit up a whole bunch of them out. What the fuck are they doing? You fucking... Don't you dare do that. You're fucking doing it again. It's during batting practice. Don't you dare. Stay in your seat. Oh, it's coming back around again. You sit right there. Don't you fucking move. Stop doing the wave! Sit down, enjoy the game. What is this, Citi Field? Don't you ever get up for the wave, ever. Grandpa didn't like that shit. I don't like it either. Don't get up for the wave. Oh, it's Gleyber Torres, he's up. There you go, right in the gap. So he's kind of hard, he's hitting it the other way. So you gotta like adjust that a little bit. And you drop the bat head and you can kind of spray whatever you want. That's what I've been trying to teach you on the tees. You fucking again. Don't you fucking stay right there. Oh cool. Yeah, he hit one out. Yeah, he's probably gonna hit one out tonight. Yeah. Can I just stand up for the next one? Everyone seems to be having a good time when they do it. Please? I said you could stand. It just went past you. It's just too much pressure with all your yelling and your cursing. Like, nah, I don't want to do it. All right, maybe I'm not the best at, right? All right, I'll stand up for you when it comes around. But why the fuck are they doing this during batting practice? Like, listen, I don't have anything against the wave. I just have something against people doing it in inopportune moments like this. It's batting practice. Like people, you're supposed to do the wave when you're up at 35 runs, and then you show up the team. That's how you do it. Not when the game didn't even begin, or it's a tie game, or it's a second inning. Like that's baseball etiquette, and that's what I'm trying to show you here, kid. All right, it's coming around. Just stand up, wave your hands up in the air, and scream like a little fucking girl. All right, ready? Woo!
The end.
All right. That was Miguel Fernandez with the Improv Rascals Super Fun Spectacular. We have two more sets coming for you here in this first block of Solocom 2021 shows. And then we're going to take a quick break, but come back because we are going to have four more sets for you at the end of the evening. Including two live shows, which is going to be fucking awesome. If you're just now joining us, I'm your host, Willem Brian Smith. This is Solocom 2021. We're doing it a little different this time. We're coming straight to you in your homes. It looks great in here. I love what you've done with the place. If you are joining us from somewhere outside of New York City, let us know in the chat. It'll pop up in my little chat overlay, and then we can share with the rest of the class where we're all from. I'm just in New York, but maybe you're more interesting than me. Probably, undoubtedly. Look at your cool house. So up next, we have Afshin Misaghi with, check the title of this. Yeah, I'm from there. So settle in and enjoy. Yeah, I'm from there.
Hello, and welcome to Yeah, I'm from there by Afshin Misaghi. I'm Afshin Misaghi. We're excited to have you today to venture in the world and mind that is Afshin Misaghi. On this journey, we ask that if you are sensitive to issues of race, existential dread, your place in the universe, or dates with white women, that you bottle those feelings up and bury them deep, deep inside of yourself. If you are allergic to shellfish, though, you might want to sit this one out. First up, we have Afshin Misaghi. In his attempt to be liked by complete strangers, Afshin has decided to take some of his unresolved trauma and turn them into jokes. Enjoy.
My name is pronounced Afshin, like Charlie Sheen with an AF in front. But everybody always mispronounces my name. I get Afshan and Asfine. I get Afro Sheen and Saddam Hussein. But the most mispronounced way I get my name is Asfine, which is actually my nickname online, but those people don't even know my real name. Why is nobody laughing? My favorite day of the year is September 11th. And me and my big Middle Eastern family have a huge party. We have cake and balloons and streamers and music and dancing. And by your faces, I forgot to mention that my birthday is September 11th. Usually people laugh when I tell them my birthday is September 11th. Now they won't laugh. Yeah, I turned 8 on 9/11/2001. And my family still had a party for me, but they were super respectful, and we turned off the TV while I blew the candles off my Osama bin Laden themed cake. Am I going to be on an FBI watch list now? I was born and raised in West Virginia, and I'm a proud Appalachian. I know I might not look like the typical Appalachian, but my cousin wife would beg to differ. I was seeing this girl, and when we got intimate, she asked me if I could talk in an accent. I mean, I knew she wanted the "thank you, come again" accent, but I gave her the only accent I know. Hey, cousin, do you like this? Yeah, that should actually happen to me. I don't know. I went to 7 years of theater school, but I only get auditions for very stereotypical roles like terrorist number 3, bad guy in alleyway, a guy who steals from nursing home, a guy who has more fetishes than Army Hammer. The problem is I am a method actor, and now I have a rap sheet. Yeah, the delivery on that joke was perfect. I don't know why not. When I told my grandpa I was moving to New York City to pursue acting, he told me he was disappointed in me. Wait till he finds out all the fetishes I've recently developed. Yo, why aren't you guys laughing, huh? What is that I'm saying? You usually laugh at me. You usually laugh at my life. The one time you can laugh at me, and you won't even laugh.
Ah, hilarious. Next up, we have Life Hacks with Afshin Misaghi, where Afshin teaches us some of his tips and tricks on how to be a more effective and efficient human being. Hi, welcome to Hacking Life with me, Afshin Misaghi. Here at Hacking Life, we are always on the quest to make your life easier. Here are some really quick and easy things to make your day-to-day better than ever. Travel hacks! Are you running late for your flight? Do not seem like you're in a rush. Do not run through the airport. Do not speak to any TSA or airport personnel. Instead, do fast walk with your hands by your side. Do look friendly as you are sweating profusely from every orifice of your body. Do miss your flight because you don't want to make anybody even slightly alarmed by your existence. Dating hacks. Are you on a date with a white woman? Are you afraid that she only likes you because she is trying to get back at her racist dad? Or did she maybe watch Aladdin too many times when she was a kid? Here are a few red flags to avoid to weed out white women who went black and are trying to go back. Oh, I've never been to Marrakesh before, but I hear it's really beautiful. If she's ever studied abroad in Jordan, Turkey, Egypt, or Morocco, red flag. I don't speak a word of Arabic, but that's really cool that you're doing that. If she wants to practice her Arabic or Farsi with you after being on Duolingo for 3 weeks, red flag. Oh, I've never seen any of those shows, but I hear it's really good. If her favorite show is Homeland, Jack Ryan, or 24, red flag. Aw, yeah, you were adorable back then. That's so cute. If she ever dressed up as Jasmine, Pocahontas, or Mulan for Halloween, red flag. It's a Thai restaurant. If she's ever said the word ethnic, red flag. Yeah, no, I'm sure your dad is great. It's actually really cool he was at the Capitol that day. Saw some history being made. And finally, if her parents or family voted for Trump and she considers herself the black sheep of the family, red flag. Work hacks. Do you work with predominantly white people? Are you constantly inundated with inappropriate comments, but can't say anything because you're afraid of losing your job because, you know, racism? Well, here are some hacks on how to deal with it. Hey, thanks for coming into my office, Asfine? Hey, thanks for coming into my office, Asfine. If your boss is mispronouncing your name, instead of correcting them outright, try telling them how to pronounce it, followed by saying, I'm open to suggestions. Yo, I wanna fuck Priyanka Chopra so bad, she's so hot. Yo, do you have any sisters? If one of your coworkers tells you how much he loves Indian girls and how you should introduce him to your sister, instead of beating his ass, try saying, man, I don't know. Yo, bro, I know you can do it. Just do the Apu voice once, man. It's for my story, bro. Yo, if it's funny, I'll put it on TikTok. We'll blow up. If another one of your coworkers keeps on asking you to talk like Apu, or, hey man, where's your turban? Instead of slashing his tires, try saying, man, you're hilarious. Hey, I'm not saying I'm for it, and I hate to play devil's advocate, and I'm sure you're one of the good ones. But if we had just nuked Iraq and Afghanistan a long time ago, we would have been out of that war years ago. If one of your customers or clients remarks on how they wish they had nuked all of Iraq or Afghanistan a long time ago, instead of calling them a try just accepting it. Well, wasn't that delightful? Now we will take a look at an interview Afshin gave recently for the podcast that caters exclusively to psychedelic enthusiasts and people that peaked in high school. You know the one. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the pod. We are super pumped to bring you another week of fresh content. Last week, we almost got canceled when we had entrepreneur, crypto investor, and genocide fan David Lewis Stonewall on the pod. But this week, we have Afshin Misaghi. How's it going, Afshin? Yeah, thanks for having me on the pod. I know you have a big following, so I'm really excited to be here. Of course, here on the pod, we want a wide variety of guests, whether it be climate deniers, artists, those in the white identity movement, or comedians. Wait, is that just a nice way to say white supremacist? So Afshin, where are you from? I'm from West Virginia. No. Like, where are you from? Yeah, I'm from West Virginia. But if you're asking me where my parents are from, my mom was born and raised in Pakistan, and my dad was born and raised in India. And both my grandparents, like both sides of my grandparents, were born and raised in the same like area in Iran. So yeah, I guess I'm a mix between all that. Wait, so what are you? Yeah, so I guess I'm ethnically Middle Eastern and culturally a mix between South Asian and Persian. Oh, okay. So like you're brown, but you're like all the browns. Yeah, I guess, but I was born and raised in West Virginia, and I identify myself as a West Virginian and an Appalachian. But you're not one. How am I not? I mean, I was born there. I was raised there. My parents are still there. They've been there for years. My grandparents are still there. They've been there for years. All my family is there. When I go home, I go there. It's the only place I know is my home. Yeah, but, dude, come on. Look at you. You're all big and brown and shit. And also, why would you want to be one of them anyway? You don't talk like this. Hey, dude, Okay, just because I don't look like I'm from West Virginia doesn't mean I'm not actually from there. There are a ton of people of color there. There are gays and lesbians there. There's transgender people. Whoa, hey, now hold your horses. Actually, speaking of horses, we'll be right back with a quick message from our sponsor, Ketamine Plus. Is normal ketamine not working for you anymore? Try Ketamine Plus. Bold enough to take down even the strongest of horses. Ketamine Plus. Wow, what an insightful interview. Thank you, Afshin. Now, for those families watching, we have a special story time for the kids with none other than Afshin Misaghi. Hey kids, welcome to The Story Corner with me, Afshin Misaghi. Gather round because today I'll be reading to you some of my favorite books. First, we have One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Lives Matter. Next, we have How the Grinch Stole the Election. And last, we have The Camel and the Turban. Yo, fuck these kids. Yo, turn this shit off. I'm tired of this shit. Fuck this. Turn this shit off. Turn this shit off. Turn this shit off. I am tired of this shit. I'm tired of this shit. You know what? Fuck this. You know, I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of pretending I'm somebody I'm not. I'm tired of putting on a front for y'all. I'm just tired.
When I have to introduce myself to someone new, I freeze. Because in that moment, I have to make a decision. Am I Afshin or am I someone else? Someone that they would expect. Someone that is easier for them to digest. Someone that doesn't need to explain their entire existence to. Just someone normal. Or do I give them the real me? When they ask what my name is, do I, tell them it slowly, pronounce it for them 10 times, spell it out twice for them to ultimately mispronounce and call me Asfin? Or do I just say Dan, my middle name? When they ask me where I'm from, do I tell them West Virginia and then wait for them to say, oh no, like where are your parents from? Or, oh no, where are you from? Or should I just go ahead and tell them what they probably want to hear? I really don't know. Like everybody, I am a lot of things. But boiled down, I am just a person from Southern West Virginia. That's who I am. That's where I belong. But the thing about identity is that you don't get to choose where you're from. Or maybe you do get to choose if you're white, but I've never been given that luxury. Rather, people force their beliefs, their prejudices, and their stereotypes on you. You could have all the feelings in the world of where you belong and where your home is and who you are, but if nobody agrees with you, then you're the crazy one. Then you're the lunatic. Then you're confused. Then you're the wrong one. Because when I tell people I'm from West Virginia, they either A, laugh in my face, or B, just ask me where am I from. And then when I tell them about who I am as a person, like I'm a performer, I'm an artist, I'm a professor, that I'm whatever, right? And I tell them, like, I come from West Virginia, and they're like, well, how could you come from West Virginia? What do you want me to do to prove it, huh? Do you want me to talk about the train? I can do that. Do you want me to show you a picture of an 8-inch bass I caught last summer? Because I can do that. Do you want me to be a product of incest? Do you want me to be racist? What do you want me to do? Because no matter where I've traveled, lived, been, existed, experienced, or gone in this world, no matter what, I just can't belong to y'all. The funny thing is that my mom was born and raised in Pakistan, my dad was born and raised in India, but neither of them are Indian or Pakistani citizens. Both sides of my grandparents are born and raised in the same part of Iran. So to the casual white person, that might not seem like a big difference. There's not a big difference between Iran and Pakistan and India, but there is. There's a big difference, right? So I can't go to India because my mom was born and raised in Pakistan. That's a huge red flag on a visa. There's been like an 80-year war going on. And I can't go to Pakistan because my dad was born and raised in India. Same thing. And I can't go to Iran because they don't really let Americans there. And I'm a Baha'i, which is a religious group that is persecuted in Iran. So when people say, either jokingly or very unfortunately seriously, go back to your country or go back to where you come from, the only place I can go is West Virginia. And as soon as I say that, they also say, no, you can't go there. You don't belong there either. I don't know. Maybe this is all in my head. Maybe I'm making this all up. Maybe nobody is stopping me from living my truth. Maybe I do make everything racist or about race. Maybe I can be myself. But the problem is, I don't think I've ever lived in the moment. I've never just been myself. Whenever I'm with my family, I have to convince them that I'm not a failure, that I'm not a disappointment. Whenever I'm with my friends, I have to convince them that I'm happy and I'm cheerful and I'm content, but when it's seemingly like nothing is going right in my life. When I'm with strangers, when I introduce myself, when I meet somebody new, I instantly become defensive. Like I have to prove that I belong, that I'm not the crazy one, that I'm not an outsider, that I belong. Maybe I don't even know where I belong. Maybe I don't even know where I'm from or where my home is. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I'm not content. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. I just don't think it's me.
joining us for such an exciting and eccentric time. We hope you had as much fun as we did. Cheers.
This time I'm on time. I was a little early last time. But yeah, from there was just fucking great. That was awesome. If you are just now joining us, welcome to Solocom 2021, coming straight to your home. I'm William Brian Smith. I'm your host this evening. It is such a pleasure to have you with us and to join you in your homes in this very unique version of Solocom. We have one more show for you in this first block. Then we're going to take a little break and join you for block number 2 at 8:30, where we'll be starting off with 2 live performances for our first 2 live performances of the evening, and just, by extension, the festival, which I think is pretty exciting. But before we let you. Actually, don't go anywhere right now, because we have one last pre-recorded performance for you in this first block. Please settle in at home for Elizabeth Fulton's Leave a Message After the Beep.
Hi Roger, it's Beth Ann. I don't know if you remember me, but I called yesterday in response to your text message about fraudulent activity on my credit card. Or I'm sorry, your employer's automated text message. You did explain you weren't the one to personally text message me. That was Felswago. But if you want to, my kids did teach me how to text, but I will warn you that I usually use the voice messaging button, not that audio message button, but the one where you talk and your keyboard listens. It's awful with punctuation, but here's the gist of what I'm trying to say. Do you remember me at all? We reviewed my past purchases, like all those Uber Eats, because I don't have the time to cook meals like I used to, and those Amazon Prime charges for the outdoor patio furniture, and that order from Talbot's. Oh my gosh, I love Talbot's. I got those comfy, stretchy waist pants in all kinds of different colors. We also cleared up that those charges were mine from that gas station on Connecticut Avenue. I ended up paying it forward, do you remember? Because I paid for the car in front of me, and so no one stole my credit card to pay for gas. That was a choice I made to be a better person. You said you'd pay it forward, Roger, and I'm still waiting. I'm just kidding. You only have to if you want to. But I can understand why that amount of money spent on gas flagged on my account, and I appreciate you and this bank's attention to detail. You might be wondering why I'm calling back today, and I know that this is going to sound crazy, but I have a daughter, and she also lives in Washington, D.C. And I just want to echo what I said yesterday, that I won't tell your boss that you told me where you lived. I completely accept and understand that I asked you to reveal that information against your company's policies. But you live so close to my Delilah, and she's so lonely. And I just think you two would really hit it off. So call me back and I can tell you more about her, okay? I'm looking forward to hearing from you, Roger. Bye-bye now. Oh, I'm so sorry. Did I overstep? I think I overstepped. I'm not usually like this. I don't know what got over me. We were just talking yesterday and I just thought, I think he'd really kick it off. I think that he would just have the best time with my daughter, Delilah. So I just had to call back, but I'm so sorry. Please, just call me back and let me know if I just completely threw a gutter ball. You know what I mean? Like if I just went to the bowling alley. If I got the wrong shoes, I didn't bring socks, I threw it down the lane and it just hit the ceiling and came back at me. And you can tell Beth Ann anything, all right? All right, I'll talk to you later, Roger. Bye-bye. Now, Roger, you might not work on the weekends, so I'm just going to say, if you don't work on the weekends and these calls are all just piling up in your voicemail, no need to do anything. But if there's a possible chance that I may have offended you, could you just call me back? Because my little heart can't take it much longer. You know what I mean? I'm starting to get a little worried about you. Like, if you're okay, I just need to hear from you. You know, it's a mother's instinct. If you could just call me back. Bye-bye now. I just wanted to quickly clarify that I mean a mother's instinct, like I am a mother, and so I have instincts, but I'm not saying I'm your mother-in-law, but I could be. Bye-bye now. Hi, Delilah, it's your mother. I'm calling because I'm in a bit of a sticky situation. I had been chatting with a man named Roger from Wells Fargo about some fraudulent claims on my credit card. Don't worry, it ended up all being legitimate, but they did get flagged. While I was on the phone with Roger, something struck a chord that made me think of you and how I thought you two would just hit it off. I know you're single, and I'm assuming that this man was single, though I'm still waiting on confirmation. I feel like I might have overdone it. I called maybe one too many times. But if he does call back and he is interested, I just wanted to let you know that I am going to give him your number, and I don't want to hear one bit about it. I love you. Call me back when you can. Hi, Martha. It's me, Beth Ann. We met 2 weeks ago and you had replaced my stale baguette with a fresh one. And you had mentioned if I needed anything I should call. First and foremost, I just want to say how much I love your half sandwiches. But if I could offer a quick suggestion, I feel like they might have too much meat. And I feel like your paninis don't have enough. Have you ever thought maybe to put some of the meat from the sandwiches on the paninis? I've been told once before that they were pre-made, which I understand. I'm an understanding woman. It's just a thought, but I'm getting distracted. This isn't why I'm calling. I'm actually calling because you had mentioned that you were a mother. And well, if you were in a situation where you were talking to someone at a bank, let's say someone who is helping you deal with a potential identity theft crisis, and you realize that that person might be a good match for your daughter, would you or should you hypothetically have called him to set them up? Call me back with the answer, or I'll see you next Sunday when you're offering the 7-vegetable soup. Bye-bye now. Hi there, I'm following you in your van, and I saw on the back of it, it said to call to say, how's my driving? And I'm going to be very honest. I'm not a very good driver myself, so I don't think I'm very good at evaluating good drivers. But I did have a phone number, and I just needed to talk to someone, so I just have a quick question. But if you had a daughter and you were trying to help her find love, is it crazy? Is it crazy for you to call someone back at a bank that you thought maybe that they could find love with? I mean, is that so crazy? Anyway, just call me back if you have a minute. I guess your driving's fine. I just don't know. Hi, Roger. It's Beth Ann again. I don't mean to call again because I know I've left a few other voicemails, but I just wanted to see maybe you tried to call me back and I didn't get the voicemail. That could be possible because I'm always kind of out doing things, out and about. I could have been in my garden. I could have been planting some new tomatoes, but the squirrels are still getting into them. But that's a whole nother story, and I promise I won't go on another tangent. If you'll just call me back and we can just, air this out. Just tell me how you're feeling, or maybe you are interested in my daughter, and in that case, I have a phone number. But if not, I promise if you call, I won't be mad. Just give me some signal, because I'm starting to get a little anxious over here. All right, well, call me back when you can. Bye-bye now. Hi, Delilah, sweetie. I'm calling again because I'm getting a little bit worried that I haven't heard from you, so I just wanted to check in. And I wanted to make sure you're not mad at me for how many times I've called Raja. And I wasn't going to admit this, but I did call him again right before I got on the phone with you. And, you know, you both are having the same response to the way that I'm acting. So maybe that is kind of the key to marital success. This could really be proof that this actually might work out between you two. I just want you two to be open to the possibility, so please call me back when you get the opportunity. I miss you, sweetie, and I love you. It's Beth Ann. I'm calling. I know you're Roger's boss, and I just wanted to ask if you could just call me back and let me know what hours Roger works. We keep playing this little game of telephone tag, but instead of tag, I just keep tapping him on the shoulder, and no one's tapping me back. And this is not to do with bank, anything, and it's not a reason to get Roger fired, and maybe I shouldn't have called in the first place. How do I delete a voicemail? Oh my god, I can't figure out. Is this do I hit a 1? Do I hit a 2? Oh my god. Hey honey, how do I delete a voicemail? I didn't even know a phone company had a voicemail, but I guess if any company were to have a voicemail, this would be the company to have one, wouldn't they? Well, I'm calling to see if there might be an issue with my cell phone. It appears to be making outgoing calls, but not receiving any incoming calls, which, as you can imagine, might be an issue. I'm actually waiting on a few very important phone calls, one from a Panera Bread, one from a U-Haul, a man named Roger, who's perfect for my daughter, and my sweet daughter, Delilah. I've called them all multiple times, and all a swing and a miss, so I'm thinking there must be something wrong with my phone, unless there's something larger at play. Like, could aliens have touched down on Earth and we're in our final days and their one wish was that no calls could go through? Is that possible? I always thought that aliens might be real, but I didn't know that they would rob my Delilah of a chance at happiness. Please call me back to prove that aliens aren't real. Delilah, aliens are real.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
Martha, I don't think I'm going to make it this Sunday for the 7-vegetable soup.
Elizabeth Fulton with Leave a Message After the Beep. All right, so we are that is going to do it for us for the first block of Solocom 2021. Thursday night, it's the first night of the show, the festival. We got so many more shows for you this weekend, and we got more shows for you tonight. Come back here at 8:30 for the beginning of our live shows, starting with Paul Hawkins' Garbage Picker. I talked to Paul on Saturday. I saw a little bit of the show, and you're not going to want to miss this one. So come right back here at 8:30. Join us then. I'll be here, and I'll see you too. All right, until then, take care. Bye-bye.